The last time may have been an absolutely crushing disappointment of an adventure, but that's not going to keep me down, because I know there's more fun out there to be had. I'm sure of it. I just have to go looking for it. In fact, I recently learned of a lead on one of my coveted items. I know where I can find a red beret. Now I'm going to head back to base, repair all my gear, and then head off on a grand adventure. There we go. Got my jetpack back and all of my strong armor. Yes. I am prepped and ready to go. Off for an adventure to get myself the red beret I've been wanting for so long. We go to the atomic shop. There it is, under apparel. Yes, there's the red beret. And I seem to have enough of the in-game currency to be able to purchase it, so there we go. I now have the blueprints. All I gotta do is craft it at a workbench. There's the Power Patrol fatigues. Just make one of those. Got enough raw cloth. And I see that I don't actually have a beret. All I have is the jumpsuit, despite the fact that there was clearly a beret in that picture. Maybe it's a different item I can craft? Nope, as it turns out, the beret was not part of the outfit. I just bought a worthless jumpsuit that I don't care about, and there's no beret involved whatsoever. Great! Maybe it's somewhere in the battle pass? I don't see it. There's a lot of garbage here. I don't actually have a battle pass. I didn't purchase that, but even if I did, I don't see a beret in here. It's a lot of other garbage, but no beret. Nope. Well, I suppose I'm not wearing a beret today, after all. Very well.
There's no time to be upset anymore. Let it all go.
No, I'm still plenty upset. I'm plenty upset. Okay, what else are we doing today? I read a poster advertising the grand opening of a nightclub called The Rose Room here in Appalachia. Maybe I should check it out. Just gotta attend the nightclub opening. Okay. This is the nightclub, is it? I can tell from the pink lights on the outside, I suppose. Doesn't seem like much of a nightclub. But, yeah, the pink lights are usually indicative of a nightclub, so... The Rose Room. Brahmin, and... Get out of here. Get out of here. I don't want your stupid codes. I'm never going down there again. Jerk. So, the nightclub. Apparently, it's very quiet for a grand opening. Feels less like a nightclub and more of, I don't know, like a cabin out in the middle of nowhere. Like a recreational cabin where you'd go on a vacation. Okay, well, welcome to the nightclub. Here we are. Oh, hello.
Don't mind me.
Pardon me, I want to go to the Rose Room and you're kind of in the way. Okay.
Neon lights, forbidden delights, come have it all, right here in Atlantic City.
Grand opening. Oh yeah, a whole 4 people.
Hey, you got a great voice, lady. Wish I could stay awake to hear it.
That's rude.
Excuse me? Just who do you think you're speaking to?
Oh, shut it, Connie. You're always starting crap.
I got the right to say what I mean. Your fancy jazz is putting me to sleep.
Really? Now I don't know what indignities you and this country thrift store are forced to survive out here.
Seems unnecessary to rope her into that insult.
I scavenged these threads from Charleston landfill, fair and square.
You're living in a bubble, lady. The wasteland ain't no place for some snazzy pre-war nightclub.
Get out of my club! Get out! Out!
Whoa, jeez Louise. You don't have to tell me twice.
By the way, your singing sucks anyway.
The nerve!
Well, that was embarrassing. Welcome to the Rose Room. Anything to drink?
Yeah, honestly, this whole experience so far has been
Use my time wisely, please.
pretty bad, but yeah, what's up?
I apologize on behalf of my mother. We'll have enough trouble getting people in here without her immediately scaring them away. To To be honest, this is more turnout than I expected.
Yeah, out here in the middle of nowhere, it's quite surprising. The heckler was in the wrong, but I don't think your mom handled it the best. She seems a little crazy.
Yeah, try telling her that. I have. About 1,000 times now. Not easy running a business with an owner who keeps actively sabotaging it. Sorry, it's not your job to hear me complain. It's your job to relax, have a drink, and enjoy the music. So, what can I help you with?
Ah, how the tables have turned. I am listening to the bartender's troubles. Of all the places you could have opened a nightclub, why here? This place is so isolated.
There's another question for my dear mother. We just moved here from the coast, Atlantic City, which, believe it or not, is doing pretty well compared to, everywhere else. Over there, Mom was an entertainer. It's what she does, what she knows.
An adult
I
entertainer?
don't think she's woken up to the reality of what the rest of the world is like out here.
Why did you leave Atlantic City if it's so glamorous?
See, that's, why does anyone move, really? To see new sights, make new friends, get a fresh start. Could I offer you another drink?
You made some enemies, didn't you? You're awfully skittish about that. Seems like maybe you're the one who could use some help.
My mom thought we weren't going to have any trouble tonight, but the crowd I've seen so far, I have my doubts.
Just hecklers.
Big ones. If you feel inclined, could you keep an eye out? Maybe, if it's necessary, handle a fight? But keep a low profile about it so Mom doesn't freak out. I'd really appreciate it.
Yeah, I'd like to help, but I do not work for free.
Right, of course not. I wouldn't expect you to. Head's just all over the place lately. This is what I can spare. Go ahead and join the audience. If nothing happens, then, you can enjoy the show just like everyone else. I hope that's the case, but, better safe than sorry. And thank you. I do really appreciate the help.
Thank you, and you have my sympathies. Raised by that woman, and then she's your boss, and then she puts you to work here with ethereal alcohol bottles that you can just move your hand right through, and then you gotta listen to your mom sing. Just take a seat here and enjoy the show, I suppose. Oh wait, maybe I can get on stage, play the, was it baritone? Alright, just gonna relax, enjoy the show.
Hello, folks. Rowdy looking bunch out there. Well, as I say, there's no better cure for a long day than some snazzy tunes. Sit back and enjoy.
My pleasure. Let's see what you got. You actually gonna play the little tuba there? Not quite what I would expect from nightclub music.
I can't listen to this baloney no more. Let's light this place up.
God damn it!
Everyone
Did
duck!
you see me give the goddamn signal? The hell was that?
Okay, I guess it wasn't just a vendetta against bad musicians. I didn't think the tuba playing was that bad.
I thought I'd have more time.
Well, you shouldn't have picked a fight with me. Well, you didn't pick a fight with me, but you picked a fight in my vicinity of just close enough.
They were simple instructions. How hard is it to follow simple instructions?
I said kill the oboe player, not the tuba player. You idiots! You were supposed to wait for the cue. Start talking. Wait. Now start talking. Start talking, I said. He's not talking.
Enzo, why is my audience dead?
Why don't you ask this guy before he croaks?
I mean, really. What does on my signal mean to you? Does it mean whatever the hell you want?
Got some badly trained men, apparently.
It was simple. Wait for all the Russos to be in the room together. Shoot on my signal. Couldn't follow either one. Almost makes me happy to be put out of my freaking misery.
Well, with your dying breath, would you like to tell me who sent you? Probably not, since obviously you're here because you're not a fan of us.
Wouldn't you like to know?
I say us as if I'm a part of the group.
Whoever it was, they're wasting their time sending you all this way.
Hey, I told them the same thing, lady. Starting to think they wanted to get rid of me, too.
Vincenzo, what did you do?
What? Really? You of all people are gonna point your finger at me?
Guess every one of you nutsos has a reason to be afraid of payback from Atlantic City. Sleep tight, Russos. I may not be the last to come for you.
Oh, jeez!
Nonsense is all it is.
Why?
We can't let them scare us.
We don't know who they are to begin with.
Don't act like you're above all this. For all we know, someone at City Hall has it out for you.
I can't even begin to tell you how little you know about me and City... Shit, Abby, are you okay?
Clearly not. No, she's not. Are we gonna ignore the fact that this man's head just exploded? She's traumatized.
They're gonna come for me.
Is she,
Get away from me. They know. I thought I covered my tracks. They're gonna come back. They're gonna...
What are you talking about?
She's got the shakes. Could be she's danced with the devil.
Yes, that's it, surely.
You're my own mom. Don't talk to me like...
Crap, I think you're right.
She's almost certainly just traumatized from seeing a tuba player get murdered on stage. She was so young and full of life, playing the tuba, playing the theme from VeggieTales, and then gunned down in cold blood.
Those who fancy themselves part of the Atlantic City high life have access to a special intoxicant. They drink the devil's blood. I should have paid more attention. Must be the stress of the move got to her.
You say that now? All of this was your idea. We're so busy dealing with your problems, there's no room for anyone else.
Is that really how you feel, Vincenzo?
Yes, it is 100% absolutely how I feel.
After everything I've done for us, everything I've sacrificed.
Boy, I got sucked into some family drama. Wow, I'm sure glad I came to this nightclub. I had a pretty rough week. I wanted to relax at a nightclub.
Must have left something. Where did I screw up?
Why did it explode? Why boom, go ahead. Why?
Sorry about all this. I was right to expect trouble, just not this much of it.
So, what are you gonna do now?
Just, please go talk to my mother for me. It was a bad time to set her off. Right now, we just need to figure out how to help Abby.
I don't know anything about her. What do you want me to say?
That regardless of any issues between me and her, she needs to come down and be there for her daughter.
I really didn't sign up for any of this. Fine, I'll go talk to Evelyn, your mother.
Thank you. I know you'll have better luck than I would.
Alternatively, if I finish the job, then maybe their employer will pay me instead. No, of course, no. All right, Evelyn, you need to go tend to your daughter. Oh, Mercy, are you getting the vapors?
So
Here,
cold.
look directly into. Let me just check inside your eye. Haha! It's super bright and blinding.
Opening night is a failure. I offer drinks, games, music, more excitement and luxury than this dreary mountain range has ever seen. And what do I get?
Dead tuba
An
player.
audience full of hitmen, a strung-out daughter, and an unappreciative son. Just ridiculous. Nothing makes sense anymore.
Of all the problems I've entrenched myself in, this might be one of the ones I've wanted to deal with the least. Vin wants you to come downstairs and help your daughter Abby.
Of course he does. And I'd like one thing in the last 20 years of my life to count as a success. Is that so much to ask for? Fine. I'll come downstairs and help. The extra moment of peace isn't worth delaying the inevitable. But it's not like I'll be able to do anything anyway.
You could offer some comfort, if nothing else. Have you no concern for her well-being?
You think I'm not concerned? Let me ask you something. What do you do to de-stress? Read a comic? Listen to the radio?
Go to a fucking
It's
nightclub.
the apocalypse. Maybe you go out and blow some heads off. Whatever it is, it's a distraction. A tool to stay sane under pressure. So don't you dare judge me for keeping my head above water. Much better to complain than to have an emotional breakdown.
Well, I'll see you downstairs. Man, it's gonna take a while to get all this blood cleaned up, and all the giblets too. I told him.
Surely
What
there's
was
some
that?
way we can help her. A wet towel, maybe.
A wet towel. Yo, Vin, you got a wet towel?
You're back. Thanks for that. Look, I've done some thinking. Devil's blood is highly addictive, and withdrawal is dangerous. It could even be fatal. We're hundreds of miles away from anyone who knows what to do about this. Doctors here are only going to know about regular chems.
A doctor's not good enough anyway. We need the blood.
You wanna chase the hangover with some of the hair of the dog that bit you, huh? Is that really a good idea?
This isn't like any other chem. When you dance with the devil, you either keep dancing or you get burnt to a crisp.
Say, you don't happen to be on good terms with the refuge, do you?
The who? I don't know who
What
the
was
refuge is, no.
I need to ask you something crazy. Because you don't really know us, and really, from what you've seen so far, have no reason to trust us. But my sister is in trouble, so I'm going to ask.
They're gonna come for
Could you fly to Atlantic City and bring back a dose of Devil's Blood?
You wanna fly?
You make the second part of that sound like a simple ask.
I did say it was crazy. But please, and I really mean it, it'd be a bad idea for any of us to go back there right now.
cold.
If newcomers like us could even negotiate a flight in the first place.
Okay, well, I'm gonna need to get paid in advance because you very clearly have hitmen coming after you, and I don't want to go all the way to Atlantic City, pick up what I need to pick up, bring it back, and then there's no one to pay me because you've all been killed by new hitmen.
You're not joking, right? Oh, you can pull this off. Abby needs you to. Please, just let us know as soon as possible if anything goes wrong. I'll do whatever I can for her in the meantime.
They're gonna come for me.
I don't know if there's anything you can do, but very well. Have a good time. I guess I'm
what
gonna
was
go
that?
to Atlantic City. What a nightclub. What a grand opening of a nightclub. That was the thing that just happened, and
Evelyn Russo, nursing cheap vodka in a shack amidst the hills of absolutely nowhere. Oh, how the stars have fallen.
So Responders Refuge is based out of the White Spring Resort, where I've been several times. The responders are there. I guess I just haven't talked to them and learned that I can use their vertebrates, possibly? Yes, the Responders Refuge. I've been here several times, but I guess I just haven't learned what you're all here doing. I know what you're here doing, being naked, apparently.
I think we can make this place home for a lot of people, yourself included.
I feel so at home, thank you. Where are your clothes? I would assume that a mod is doing this, but it's very clearly not.
Can't believe we got a vertibird. That's a step up in the world if I've ever seen one.
Oh yes, the vertibird, that's what I'm here for. See if I can't use that. Hello, White Spring Greeter. Hello, how are you?
The White Spring is in shambles! A mess! How can I clean that which continues to dirty itself? Oh, these responders have gone too far!
Ah, you want me to get rid of them, kill them all, and then I'll have the exclusive use of the vertibird, possibly? Why are the responders here?
It's some sort of relief effort for all of the refugees in and around Appalachia. If only there was a relief effort for my stress.
Alright, well, I'm not here for your troubles, robot. Who is in charge here?
That would be the enigmatic Orlando. They oversee the White Spring and are allowing the responders to stay here, as well as their constituents.
Orlando, very well. I'll go talk to him. Goodbye.
I do apologize for the mess. Please enjoy your stay.
Yeah, I don't care. So, Orlando, is that you over here? Who are you talking to?
Orlando is very charming, but to be honest with you, I'm not really sure why they're helping us.
Get out of here, low charisma nerd.
Oh, well, hello, darling. A pleasure to meet another guest of our fine establishment. I am Orlando, your host and management liaison. If you are here for leisure, I regret to inform you that our regular resort activities are temporarily unavailable. However, if you are here for the refuge and the fine work of the lovely responders, I am delighted to welcome you on their behalf.
I guess technically I am a responder myself. I've done some work for the organization in the past.
Are you really, dear? How marvelous. In that case, I'm sure you can't wait to get involved here. As it happens, the responders are looking for volunteers to assist them in a particular outreach effort. Those industrious wonders have repaired a vertibird to full working order and are using it to make contact with more distant settlements.
I see.
They've made allies with people in Pittsburgh. The locals call it the Pit now, who seem to be in dire need of outside assistance. If you don't mind me saying so, you look like you can handle yourself. You might be just who they're looking for.
I suppose I've always wanted to see Pittsburgh, but I'm kind of focused on something else right now. Bit of a grim nickname as well, the Pit, eh?
Judging by what I've heard, it's an accurate one, sadly. Pittsburgh was bombed quite severely during the war. The poor individuals still living there have renamed it to better reflect its dreadful circumstances.
What you're saying is, if I assist the responders with their troubles in Pittsburgh, they might deign to allow me to use their vertibird to travel to other places like Atlantic City? What do they need, exactly?
Well, they'll be better able to explain the details, but I believe they're looking for fighters, actually. Their contacts in the Pit are in something of a desperate situation, it seems, against a dangerous enemy.
So I gotta help some folks locally before I could use the vertibird to fly to the Pit to help them far away before I can use the vertibird myself to help out other locals. This is all I'm getting sidetracked by sidetracks. If I'm going to the Pit to assist them, shouldn't they just let me use the vertibird so that I can assist them? Also, back up a little bit.
In an ideal world, darling, I'm sure they would. Sadly, this is not that world, and any reticence on their part is understandable. I don't want to speak for the responders, but I believe they may also see this as more for their union friends than for themselves.
Okay, fine. Who do you want me to assist?
Our lovely Ms. Rucker is the closest thing to a leader the refuge has, though I believe she's less than comfortable with the title. You can find her in their headquarters, beyond the dining area. The darling chef, Miss Rousseau, needs some assistance in the kitchen, I hear. And Ms. Wagner, over in the common area, is looking for donations. I'm sure your generosity will be well rewarded.
Does she want caps or atoms from the Atoms shop? Because I'm getting low on those.
When you are finished with each of them, I recommend you speak with Mr. Skippy Rorich, the Pit Union representative. I imagine he'll want to discuss the situation in the Pit with you before you embark.
Well, what a day it's been so far. Thought I was gonna get a beret, didn't. Thought I was gonna go to a nightclub, got shot up. Thought I was gonna go to Atlantic City, nope. Thought I was gonna go to the Pit, not just yet. I've got some local things to do first before I could even be considered for that mission. Ma'am, I hear you need my assistance?
Well, hello there, stranger. Pleased to meet you. I'm Sophie Wagner. Look around. The refuge. Quite a place, isn't it? I mean, sure, fancy pants golf club resort, that's nice, but I'm talking about the refuge. A haven for the lost, the dispossessed, the hungry, and unfortunate. A monument to our ability to have compassion for each other.
Yeah, sounds great. I'm here to help. How do I do that?
Now that's what I'm talking about. People supporting each other. You got the right spirit. It might surprise you to know an operation like this is always churning through supplies. We work hard to keep things in stock, and that funny Orlando character does their best to help out as well, but well, we still have shortfalls. So here I am, asking generous folks such as yourself to help us fill in those gaps and keep the refuge running.
What exactly do you need? How much are we asking here?
Well, I'll tell you, we've had a heck of a run on raw cloth, and it's really drained our stock. If you could spare, say, 50 pieces, it'd be a huge help to us.
I suppose I'll be back once I've gathered 50 raw cloth for you. I could take stuff out of the stash box and then put it into this scrap box, which I think will turn them all into cloth, but I tried to use that and it said I wasn't allowed to because I didn't have a subscription to Fallout First, you know, the online subscription service, so that's not an option for me, so I guess I'm going to base my base and manually gathering the scrap. I'll be right back with 50 raw cloth if I have that at my base, which I might not because I continuously burn through cloth trying to repair my armor as it continuously breaks. I'll be back. Okay, I have collected 50 raw cloth. Back to White Spring Refuge.
Glad to see you've returned. Are you ready to donate?
Here you go, 50 scraps of cloth.
It just so happens I got a little something for you as a reward for your generosity.
Oh?
We might need a lot of things, but you know how it is. Poor in one way, rich in another. I'll put together some of what we can spare for you. Thanks so much for the help. Drop by again. If I know Rucker, I'll be looking for something new every day. Take care of yourself.
Yeah, I'm not going to do this every day. No.
A safe haven filled with people trying to help others? It feels like I've died and gone to heaven. Or hell, if you look out the window.
That's one person assisted and 2 more to go. What about you, the chef? Hello.
Bark the other day.
Bonjour. My name is Esme Rousseau, but most people around here know me as Chef Esme. We've had some representatives from Foundation and Crater come here seeking assistance with the recent influx of refugees. I thought that we could help them out by providing some food for their people. I've started a pot of venison and potato stew, one of my newest creations. Would you be able to help me finish it?
Oh, you need me to go hunt down food, kill some deer, bring back some meat?
The stew requires potatoes, venison, salt, black pepper, and carrots. The ingredients can be found in our storage area.
Oh, thank
Your
God.
job is to grab the ingredients and put them in before the stew burns.
What, is this a timed mission? This is baloney. You know, if I weren't a moron, I would have picked up the ingredients before I started cooking. You know, that's rule 1 for cooking, but I guess maybe I know that and she doesn't because I'm a better cook than she is.
This bloodleaf aioli really elevates the mirelurk meat. Great work!
Thank you. Am I done now?
Now that your stew is done, it is time to add your own special touch.
Hey, let me throw some psycho in there, why not?
That is an interesting choice. I hope you don't mind if I refuse to taste it. I'm not one for altering my state of mind. Here is your finished stew. Now, it is time to feed some of the hungry. I believe you can find the raider and settler representatives in the bar area. You must make a choice, since there is not enough to feed everyone, I'm afraid. I'll do my best to gather more ingredients so that we can cook again another time.
Oh no, what a moral dilemma. I have to feed either the settler or the evil raider. Whatever will I do? Hello, settler representative.
Are you at the refuge? We've got people going hungry, and too many mouths to feed at Foundation.
Sure, have some food.
Wow. This stew sure is something special. I guess some people will be happy with it.
Yeah! More power to them. Tell the people of Foundation I sent you. And as for the Raider representative, I got some food for you to eat too. Eat this. Eat my disappointment. That's 2 down and the 3rd to go. Rucker over here. Hello, Rucker.
Well, seems like timing is one of your strong suits. Look, I can stitch up a gash with the best of them. But Appalachia, well, she can do a lot worse than cut us open. Got a lot of folks here with sickness we don't understand, and injuries we don't know how to treat. What we need more than anything is know-how. So I propose we trade what I got that I don't need for what you need that you don't got. I've heard you're looking ahead into the pit, and the only safe way out of Appalachia is that metal bird Lennox has perched up on the roof. She don't fly without my approval, and right now, you ain't got it. So, that's the deal. You bring back medical information that'll help me figure out how to help these folks, and I'll okay your little expedition.
Can I give you some medical training? I've put a lot of points into intelligence.
AVR Medical Center down in Charleston should have what we're looking for. Anything you're able to find, go ahead and bring it back to our lead medic. I'll let her know to look for you. Good luck out there.
Ah, I see. Very well. Yes, the AVR Medical Center. Been a while since I've been here. Place has been repopulated by a scorched. I'm just gonna duck in, don't mind me. Okay, medical records. There we go. And now I can just head back. Okay, hey.
If you see anyone struggling out in Appalachia, be sure to tell them about the White Spring.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Mostly because they don't give me an option. I got medical supplies for you. Here you go.
These records go right up until the war started. With these, we'll be able to work almost as effectively as the doctors and nurses did before. Thanks for getting this back to us. The responders won't forget it.
Oh, we're gonna be able to do so much work since we learned that John Stone from 20 years ago had a ulcer on his pancreas. With that information, we'll be able to craft even better medicine or some dumb, nonsensical thing. You're welcome. I'm happy to contribute. You're welcome.
Good don't always win, but damned if it don't fight.
Hey.
Hey there. Don't think we met. I'm Skippy Rorich. Something I or the Union can do for you?
Yeah, something you can do is put your welding goggles on when you're welding, idiot. I hear you're looking for people to go help out in the pit.
That's right, looking for someone to help us take the fight to the Fanatics. Surprised we got a taker, actually. You are interested, right?
I was told I'd be fighting, and that's all the information I was given. You got any more info for me?
The Union's back's against the wall. We're doing our best to hold off the Fanatics. Keep them from taking everything. Occasionally, we win some small victories, but not a lot. Got a couple of situations back there right now where an extra hand might tip things in our favor, at least for now. I don't want to call it mercenary work, but I'm not gonna lie. You'll be going there to fight.
Mercenary work is what I'm good at. I'm willing to help. So, do you know what it's like in the pit?
Bad. Don't get me wrong. It's home, and I want us to keep it. But we got hit bad in the war, and we've never recovered. Lots of radiation. Some areas are badly toxic, with all the junk that got blasted into the air or spread around from the factories. People are sick a lot, from one thing or another, and food can be hard to come by. Hell, some of the city's still on fire, I think.
Damn.
But some of the factories survived, and we got them running. Gives us access to things you can't get anywhere else. Might even be able to rebuild, if it weren't for the Fanatics.
Well, if the pit's as bad as you say, why not abandon it?
Because it's home, damn it. Mine, ours, all of us who were born and lived there before and after the bombs. Ain't that enough? If the Fanatics are out of the picture, we can rebuild. Make something out of it again. It doesn't have to stay like it is. If that ain't enough for you, picture this. A horde of Fanatics, hundreds, thousands strong, setting their sights here. Sound like something you want?
Whatever, bring them on. I'll punch them all to death. Well, get me on the first vertebrate out of here, and I will fight your Fanatics.
Fantastic. Let me just get Rucker in here. It's her bird, after all.
Bye.
Thanks for coming by, Rucker. Looks like we got a volunteer to take a trip out to the pit.
That's me.
We've met. Had a feeling you might be up for this when you came by earlier. Guess I was right.
Is he shy?
Figured you should be involved, if we're gonna borrow your plane.
Don't let Lennox hear you call it a plane. She takes it personally. Anyway, sure thing. You've done right by me. So you got the okay for me.
Are you going to be coming with me? Gonna have a proper ally for any fights I come across?
No can do, Spoya. I'll go back one day, but right now, I'm more use here, rustling up support to send back there. I'm not young enough to be much use on the front lines anymore.
Awkward. I was talking to her, but okay. I think I'm ready to go. Let's head to the pit. Why not?
I might have some other things I need help with here in Appalachia, too. I'll let you know. Good luck up there. We're counting on you.
I think I know what I'm doing next week. I'm heading out to the pit and exploring that irradiated, on-fire hellhole to see if I can't clear out the Fanatics to gain the responders' trust. And once I have their trust, I'll be able to use their vertibird to fly to Atlantic City, where I can get some medicine for Abby, who will almost certainly have died from her severe withdrawal symptoms. Says it's very deadly, and I don't think she'll be able to hold out this long, but yeah, if she's still alive, maybe I will. Maybe I will still eventually make my way to Atlantic City, but first things first, gotta go to the pit.